morning, guys. It's 4 a.m. in the morning. I am super sleepy, but I need to focus and get this thing done. The last thing I feel like doing now is a 1 hour run outside, but
it doesn't matter what you think.
I guess let's go and get this done. Alright guys, let's do this. I really wanted to say something motivational here, but I'm really just trying to stay alive. I mean, I am a hard worker, but doing this every single day, I mean, this guy is an absolute beast to do this. But let's stop complaining and let's start working. Oh, hello guys, you've been following me, huh? Alright, so I am pretty much... Oh my god, there's so many stray dogs here. If you see this video, then I survived this run in the morning. If not, then, well... So I am pretty much done with this run in the morning, and I have to say that it is very surprising how not sleepy I feel anymore. I barely slept like 5 hours, and I already done 1 hour run in the morning, and I just feel absolutely amazing. And I was always a big advocate of this, that if you work hard, just simply working hard is a very satisfying feeling. And I feel like that when you kind of push your comfort zone, that makes you feel like that you have kind of became more, however cliche that sounds. And just by pushing those comfort zones and doing something that you didn't really feel like you can do, just makes you feel so satisfied and so amazing. So I definitely recommend doing anything like that. So now I'm going to go and get back home. Alright guys, so here we go with the first meal of the day. It's going to be 10 ounces of cod, 2 cups of oats and 2 whole eggs. Well, I have never eaten eggs in the morning, but I have never done a 4 a.m. run in the morning in the dark either. So let's try this and let's see how it goes. While you watch me do this first meal, I wanted to give you some tips and tricks and my experiences on how to maintain your diet perfectly. So if you want to lose weight, you will need to consider that you will need to be in a calorie deficit. For more information on this, just check out my other video on how to set up your diet plan. But basically, to be in a calorie deficit means that you will need to eat less calories than how much your body actually consumes during the day. And if you want to gain weight or gain muscle, though to gain muscle you don't necessarily need to gain weight or fat. But if you want to gain weight, then you will of course need to eat more calories than how much your body actually uses. The best way to keep under your caloric limit and to basically just lose weight is to eat foods that are high in fiber and are very filling, so that you won't be hungry during the day and it will be much easier to stay under your caloric limit. So if you want to lose weight, you always want to consume foods high in fiber and foods that are very filling. On the contrary, if you want to gain weight, then you will always want to consume foods that are not too filling, foods that are a bit higher in fat and maybe sugars, though this is not the healthiest way, but it's the easiest way to gain weight. So you just want to eat foods that are not too filling and foods that are a bit higher in fat, because these ones are usually higher in calories too. Though today's diet, the Rocks diet, is full of foods like rice, fish or sweet potato, so we'll see how this goes. Alright guys, so meal number 1 is ready. The cod, the eggs and the oats, so let's see how is the Rocks breakfast. Just on a little side note, I wanted to mention that I find it a very useful little trick to watch videos while you are eating if you want to gain weight, because if you don't concentrate on the actual food, if you don't concentrate on the actual process of eating, then you can eat a lot more food. Though on the contrary, if you want to lose weight, then I would definitely not recommend you to watch videos while you are eating, because you just won't feel that full. If you want to feel more full, then you want to really concentrate on the process of eating and on the food. Alright guys, so I just finished the first meal, which felt so much better than I expected, so I would give it around a 6 out of 10. It was pretty decent. So now I'm going to go and get a little bit of rest in, so that I can digest some of this food, and then I will roll on with the 90-minute resistance training. So see you guys there. Alright guys, here we go with the second workout of the day, which is going to be a 90-minute resistance training. It is only 6 AM in the morning and I'm already getting ready to do the second workout, which clearly shows that the Rock's work ethic is just outrageous. And I am very happy to attempt to follow this daily routine, since it kind of pushes my comfort zone, and I always felt like that finding something that kind of pushes you out of your comfort zone and kind of working through that is going to always make you a little bit better, and it's just an absolutely satisfying feeling. So if you are interested in my workout, then just stick with this video, otherwise just skip to this time and you can continue with the food plan. Of course I'm going to be training back at home, since I don't have my home gym like The Rock does, but if you are interested in a home workout with body weight and bands, then just stick with this video and let's roll on with it guys. First exercise is going to be lateral raises. Here you want to concentrate on keeping your elbows high. Always your elbows should be higher than your wrist, and you want to concentrate on lifting the weight to the side and not to the front or to the back. So the main things are to keep your elbows higher than your wrist and lift the weight to the side or the bend. And also you would want to concentrate on not shrugging your shoulders up, so you should keep them down and fixed. When doing any back exercise like rows, you always want to really concentrate on using your arms like hooks, so you don't want to lift from your biceps. You want to pull your elbows back and your shoulders and really squeeze your back and just use your arms as hooks. This is going to be the best way to do rows or any other back exercise. This is going to be another variation of row. This is going to be a one-arm row, but the exercise is pretty much the same, just in another angle. You want to concentrate on the same things, just like not using your biceps, but rather your back and using your arms as hooks. So you just pull your elbows and shoulders back and pull the weight in with flexing your back. You want to stop at the end point for a second and really squeeze your back and lower the weight back down slowly. When doing front raises, you want to concentrate on the same thing as with the lateral raise, that you want to keep your elbows higher than your wrist, but here you want to lift to the front. You want to stop at the end point for a second and lower it down slowly. You should control the weight all the way through or the bend, and really concentrate on not shrugging your shoulders. Your shoulders should stay down and you should lift from your front delts. This next exercise is more like an isolation movement, so this is not really a mass builder, but it's great to get a decent pump. Here you really want to concentrate on not using your triceps, so your elbows should be in a fixed position all the way through. So you should not extend or contract your biceps or triceps. Your arms should be fixed and you should just use your back throughout the whole movement. Military press is a pretty straightforward exercise and one that most of us do. The only thing that I would mention here is that you always want to concentrate on not leaning back too much, so you should stand up straight all the way through, and you also want to concentrate on keeping your elbows a bit forward rather than going to the back. So you want to keep your elbows either under your wrist or going a bit forward. This is going to make This is going to help to stimulate the shoulder even better. The last exercise that I did was just some abs. This is a very easy tricep that I always do. It's only a 1-minute plank followed by 10 reps of scissors and finished up with 10 each side of Russian twist. It's very easy tricep, but it's very effective and hits all sides of the abs. So give it a try, guys. Alright guys, so I'm finished with my second workout of the day as well, and I have to say that I'm extremely tired but super satisfied that I got through all of this and I managed to train all 2.5 hours in the morning and also to just wake up at 4 AM and go for a run. So I have to say that getting all this done is extremely satisfying and it's a perfect start for your day, so I would definitely recommend trying to do some cardio or training in the morning, though I would have to say that I feel like that weight training is much better in the afternoon after I have eaten a lot more food and I digested everything properly. I felt like I didn't have enough energy to get like a proper pump and like just an amazing intensity and like, yeah, so I just feel like that in the afternoon it's better to do resistance training. And now let's go for my second meal, which is going to be 10 ounces of cod, 12 ounces of sweet potatoes and some veggies. Well, it is fish again and I just don't really know how you can eat so much fish in the morning.
It doesn't matter what you think!
But it is the plan, so that's what we are going to do. So let's roll on with it. So here we go guys, second meal of the day, veggies, cod and sweet potato. I'm going to roll on with this, eat it and then read a little bit and I will be back when the third meal comes around. Alright guys, it's 11 o'clock and we are back with the third meal of the day already. It's going to be 226 grams of chicken with 2 cups of white rice and some veggies. I have never tried to eat 2 cups of white rice at once with just one meal and I will have to kind of attempt this like twice today. So we'll see how will that go. So let's roll on with it. Alright guys, during this cooking video I just wanted to give some tips and tricks to you hard gainers out there. So how can you consume more calories? What is the best way to consume more calories if you don't really feel hungry during the day? So what I did back in the days, because I used to be a hard gainer as well, is that I was making these crazy shakes and I feel like that this is the easiest way to consume more calories during the day and to consume more calories all at once. So what I would recommend to you is to try to rather drink your calories with just these crazy protein shakes. So you can make shakes just like combining oats, banana, peanut butter and protein powder. This is my bulletproof shake and I can guarantee to you that by combining these you can easily make a shake that is more than 1,000 calories. And this is a very easy way to consume an extra 1,000 calories. Alright guys, so here we go. Just to show you what I meant by 2 cups of rice being a lot. This seems like a lot of food, right? 220 grams of chicken and that is just 1 cup of rice. And I need to eat that as well. All of that food at once. Well, we'll see how I manage that. In my previous little speech, I mentioned that I find that the easiest way to consume more calories is to drink your calories and to make these crazy protein shakes. Though here I'm trying to eat 2 cups of white rice with some meat. And I have to tell you guys that I find that this was one of the hardest ways to consume that around 1,300 calories. This meal was around 1,300 calories and I can easily consume 1,300 calories from a big shake with like 130 grams of oats, a banana and like, I don't know, 50 grams of peanut butter and 2 scoops of protein, and I can easily drink that. But eating this meal was absolutely challenging. So it is definitely important how you consume your calories. Alright, so that meal is in the bank and I feel absolutely full, absolutely filled to the brim. My god, like, I just love to eat, and I love to eat a lot of food, and I always feel like I cannot eat enough, but this time it was just way too much. I mean, it's so much more than what I usually eat. And I still need to consume around 4 meals today, and out of that 2 is going to be pretty much the same, so I'm not sure yet how that's going to happen.
Focus.
And then we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, here I am again, and it's time for my 4th meal, which is gonna be another super exciting fish with 2 cups of rice. Well, I am definitely not hungry at all, but I'm going to get this down somehow. And of course they always say that you need to eat big to get big, so you just need to get it done. So let's get on with it. In my previous video, I've been giving you some tips on how to gain weight and consume more calories. Now I want to do the opposite. So to minimize the calories that you're eating during the day, I definitely recommend eating foods that are high in fiber or are very filling, just like this meal, by eating meat and let's say rice, but I would definitely recommend even more brown rice. It is very hard to overeat from these meals, but if you eat foods that are high in fat, let's say peanut butter, or you are eating some brioche burgers, because the brioche and also the burger is very high in fat, it's much easier to consume a lot of calories this way, and you won't even feel that full. So you definitely want to concentrate on high fiber and filling foods, just like rice, meats, and wholemeal foods, and so on. Alright guys, I have to admit when I fail, when it is due, I just cannot eat all of that rice right now. It is way too much compared to how much I usually eat. So I have this much left, which I'm going to try to eat with the other meal. But right now, if I would try to get that inside me, I would throw up for sure. So I will try to move a bit and get some place in my stomach for the next meals. And then see you guys right then. And here we go again with the next meal, which is going to be 220 grams of steak, 300 grams of sweet potato, the rice I couldn't eat for the last meal, and the spinach. And no matter how long it takes, I'm gonna get this inside me. Alright guys, so I managed to eat nearly all of this food, believe it or not. I just have a little bit of rice left that I'm going to eat while working on my computer. And then the next meal is going to be one of the Rock's cheat meals from Instagram. I'm gonna put the picture right here. And I'm going to try to recreate it at the I'm going to try to recreate that and also eat it, of course. And then after that we just have an easy shake left, which is not gonna be challenging. So hopefully I'm done with the hard part. I mean, I just can't really imagine eating this much food every single day and like not getting fat. I mean of course I am smaller than The Rock, but in the same time I am taller, so my weight should not be that much lower, and in the same time I'm not even eating half of this food a day, and I'm still like not losing weight. So I just can't imagine how to eat all this food every single day. But I guess he's not even human, he's just a superhero. So I will take a bit of rest now, and then I will see you at the cheat meal. Alright guys, so we arrived to the last big meal of the day, which is of course going to be one of The Rock's epic cheat meals. But I tried to kind of copy this cheat meal that I'm just going to be linking here, I think I made a pretty decent job. So we will take a look at that now, and then I will destroy it, because me, for example, I absolutely have a very sweet tooth, so I love sweets, so I'm going to really enjoy this meal for sure. And here we go, guys. This is my creation. I think I kind of nailed it compared to what he had. So there are some white chocolate cookies, some cheesecake, some chocolate cookies, though I changed those to my protein chocolate cookies. They are amazing, check out the recipe. And some brownies. And of course the yum yums or some blondies. So I will jump on this meal and destroy it. And I will see you guys when I finished. And here I am, guys. I got a little bit comfortable after my cheat meal, which was actually absolutely amazing. And I didn't really make a video of my last meal, which was actually just a very simple protein shake. I was using the Synthasix, and I'm not in an affiliateship with this company or anything. This is just pretty much actually what I had, and this is what I used. So the last meal was only 2 scoops of Synthasix, and that's it. It was the easiest meal and the smallest meal. It was just to provide some protein for the night time for my body. Actually, in the Rocks diet plan, it was a casein protein, which is even better to drink at night. So I would definitely recommend that if you want to drink a protein in the night time, then always drink a casein protein, because it has just a much longer period for digestion, so it's going to fuel your body with proteins for a much longer time. Just to let you know, you can find all of the meals down in the description with some calories as well, so you can see that in total how many calories I've been eating during the day, and so how many calories does the Rock eat during a day. I have to say that this was definitely much more food than what I usually eat during a day, and it kind of made me realize that I might need to eat a little bit more to gain weight, an even more efficient way and an even faster way. But in the same time, I have to let you know that this is not a really cheap way to eat, because believe it or not, I've been spending 35 pounds for this single day. So The Rock does not only eat a lot of food, he spends a lot of money on his food as well, which is absolutely not surprising, since cod and steak, they are very premium protein sources, and they are very expensive, I have to say, and I would definitely not be able to manage this diet for a long time, because I just simply don't make enough money to manage a diet like this. So that's another factor as well. But altogether, I really enjoyed this day. I feel like it really pushed my comfort zone, especially that run in the morning. It felt so amazing to do that. I mean, it was so hard to wake up, but in the same time, just getting through that and doing something that I felt like I can't really do, it just makes you feel absolutely amazing. So I definitely recommend you to give it a try, because I think it's a great thing to try someone's daily routine who is much more successful than you, because you can kind of tap into that lifestyle and tap into the fact like how these people live and how they achieve what they have achieved. So I definitely recommend you guys to try this daily routine. I actually really enjoyed it. It was challenging, but it was really enjoyable. So give it a go, guys, and let me know what you thought about the video or what you would like to see in the future. And if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot, and I will see you guys next time.